What's up, everyone? MCI here from EDP Studios. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. In today's quick vid, I want to talk to you guys about branding. So I see a lot of different misconceptions of what branding is out there, but if you're any kind of business, rapper, artist, band, musician, you are a brand and you need to focus on building that brand. Any business, it needs a brand to build off of. So just having a logo, that is not a brand. So this is where I see a lot of rappers and musicians go wrong because of what their idea of branding is. So first, let me tell you, one of my other videos that I've made relates to this on how you have to run a marathon, not a sprint. And the marathon takes a long time. I'm talking triathlon kind of long time, because you have to build that solid foundation in order to start building upward. Everybody wants to build the skyscraper overnight. If you don't take the time to build the solid foundation underneath, that skyscraper is just going to crash down just like that. So you may say, okay, all right, MCI, what you talking about? So branding. First and foremost, what is branding? So branding is your promise to your customer. So as a musician, that's a little bit different, but you still are a business. So you got to think about your customers or who you're selling your music to. You are a business and you always need to be selling yourself. So how are you going to portray that, and what is your promise to your fans or other people in business with you? So it is the who, the what, the where, the how, the why of all how you're going to communicate and deliver that message. You need to have all those things figured out with your brand. You know, think about Pepsi Cola. Why do people buy Pepsi Cola? Because it's a huge brand and they've spent tons of time and money building that particular brand up, and you want to buy that instead of the store-bought pop. And hey, maybe the store-bought stuff tastes better, but the point is Pepsi is a known brand and they built that machine up, okay? A few things on branding. First thing, have a logo, put it everywhere. Make sure it's the same logo or a few of the same logos. I have a few different ones, but you should have a couple to choose from, but they all stay within the same realm and they all communicate your message clearly of who you are. With your communication, communicate what it is you want to communicate about your brand. Whether it be, are you a funny brand? Are you a silly brand? Are you a formal brand? Are you all business? Are you a positive brand? You know, those kind of emotional relationships and emotional attachments to your brand go a long way, but you have to be consistent. I'm going to say consistent a lot through the rest of this video because that's very important, is to stay consistent. You should probably have a mission statement or a tagline that coincides with your brand in order to have another emotional attachment to that so people can relate to that more on just a business level. Because a lot of sales and a lot of business related transactions can be emotional when you're talking fan base to artist. Your music, as we talked about, needs to have that emotion that drives people, so your brand should coincide with the emotion that you're conveying with your music. Your color scheme, you should have all of the same color schemes. And when I said consistent, so here's the last and most important part about your brand, is deliver on the tagline that you said you were going to. Deliver on that promise that we talked about at the beginning of the video. So make sure you always follow through with those things that you're saying that you're doing, because customers will not come back or revisit you if you're not follow through with the things that you say that you're doing or your promise that you made to your customers. And I know I keep saying customers, but it's the same with any kind of brand, because your customer could be a fan, your customer could be a potential business partner. It just depends on what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go with it. I hope this helps a little bit with branding. It's something to think about, and it's something that you gotta really build and be consistent about. You have to deliver great content, you have to build an awesome foundation, and it takes time, and have patience with it, and you'll learn how to do it. But definitely investigate this more, because a lot of people just go out there and want to sell their music real fast, or they want to put their music out there even when they shouldn't. And I told you guys, stop putting shit out. but they want to put something out there just to have it out there, but they have not built up that trust. They haven't built up that brand, those visual cues, those emotional attachments, all with your personal representation or your business's representation. So no one can trust in that. They're not just going to latch onto a song and give you 1 million streams or buy 1 million CDs or 1 million downloads just because you put the song out there. Learn how to brand. It's super important. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a good day. All right. Much love. Peace.